Brett, are you worried about retirement?
Always. I watched some Dave Ramsey this morning.
Good. Well, what if I told you there is a new app that might boost your retirement portfolio?
Go on,
Autopilot.
Jordan.
Well, I'm about to tell you. Autopilot is an app that allows users to mimic trades made by members of Congress, and it has just exceeded $100 million in total investment. The app doesn't allow its users to mimic every member of Congress. Instead, it provides 4 legislators to copy: Representative Nancy Pelosi, Representative Dan Crenshaw, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, and Dan Goldman, plus an amalgam of stocks from the top 10 politician traders based on their 2022 performance. Statistics within the app show that Pelosi's reported trades increased 45% in value in 2023, and Crenshaw's increased in value by 41%. The app also allows you to copy trades made by Warren Buffett or Michael Burry of the Big Short fame. But if you really want to beat the market big, Congress might be where you want to look for guidance. The anonymous blogger Unusual Whales compiles an annual report of the top performing traders in Congress, and surprisingly, there are dozens of members of Congress who somehow beat the market. It's amazing. It remains a mystery why they remain in Congress when they could be working on Wall Street and making it big there. So here is just a snapshot of that annual report. You can see Brian Higgins, wow, what a guru, beat the market by 238.9%. Crazy, how does he do it? Mark Green, 122% return. This is impressive. Seth Moulton, 80%. Nancy Pelosi, 65.5% return. Look at this. This is incredible. They're amazing. And despite the app's success, the creators say that they hope the app pushes members of Congress to ban stock trading for themselves. They said, that's why we're doing this. Chris Josephs, the guy who created the app, said, honestly, it's partially to continue holding their feet to the fire. We're not going away.
Before we continue with the story, we depend on members to keep on going. Don't wait. Click join now on YouTube.
Brett, what do you think of this app? What do you think of this idea? Do you think it'll work?
This is the best thing I have ever seen. I think it will it makes sense like it would work. And I can say just off the bat, we are not here to give any financial recommendations. This is an analysis of a news story, so do not take what we say. That said, go invest in this. No, I'm just kidding. So the S&P is the thing that it's all kind of pinned to. It's the yellow one in the thing. It was 24.8% yield, the S&P. That's just like 500 big companies that they just kind of do an average of, and that's where it goes in, the S&P Trust or whatever. Relative to how the big companies are doing, these guys are beating the yield by 200%. And the argument is they're on the inside. They know they're not supposed to do any kind of insider trading, but Nancy Pelosi knows what kind of legislation they're going to pass. They know what kind of contractors they're going to get, and they know that maybe we should invest in those contractors. And to have an app that automatically does that for you, even if it's just a matter of like comparing for yourself to see how much like it actually works, I think that it's just wildly fascinating, and I'm very tempted to actually sign up for it.
Yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious to see how it works. Michael Burry is also a fascinating one because he seems to be a very forward thinker about like crises that could be coming and aligning his investments that way. But the one thing I think this is a great example of why we need to ban stock trading for members of Congress, but also their family. Pelosi's defense has always been, oh, well, my husband Paul makes all the trades. Well, Paul must be some sort of savant. Same thing for like, I think Wyden and a couple others. Oh, well, it's my family trust. They're doing all this. Why? All of these people should have jobs on Wall Street. It's incredible. How do they know the market that well? But the one that really irks me, the example that really bothers me is when multiple members of Congress are trading and making trades, making investments or de-investments based on information they got early about coronavirus. I mean, that millions worldwide dead as a result of that. And instead of warning people as early as possible about the severity, they went to check their investments, align their stocks accordingly. And then many of those same people then downplayed the severity of it, which they knew deep down was a big deal, and they aligned their investments accordingly. That's just heinous to me.
Yeah, it's so bad. What I like about this also as an app is that it making it like no one knows how to make investments. They don't tell you, and I think that's the main difference between people in society. Like there's so much that we, tilt against, so to speak, that we think is the difference between rich people and poor people, and the difference actually is that they tell rich people how the economy works. And then those folks teach their families about it, and then they keep winning. They know what a Roth IRA is, and they don't tell anybody else about it. They leave you in as they're teaching you other stuff in school. But for this, it is very simple. This will help you invest based on what the people in Congress are doing. It's that simple. And I think that's what I like the most about it.
For more political news, breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.